Петрович. Андрей Георгиевич, информационный департамент.
Спасибо.
А это Гриша.
Здравствуйте, Василий Петрович. Здравствуйте.
Работа хирурга Лившица. Правда? Он будет вместо вас открывать памятники, пить с Лукашенко и погибать от пули снайпера. Но я думаю, что до этого не дойдет.
I've been doing some deep dives lately on Wikipedia about the current Ukrainian geopolitical crisis currently underway, and was I the only one who didn't know that the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, was actually a very successful comedic actor in a TV show about being the president of Ukraine before being elected? Was that just me? TLDR, he starred in, and as well as created and scripted, a political satire called Servant of the People, which ran for about 4 years from 2015 to 2019, had 3 seasons, 51 episodes, and a feature film. He played the president, it was seemingly very popular and successful, and seemed to have played a very big role in the success of his campaign. You can click away now if you just wanted the short version. The long version is, and I know that this is all semi-common knowledge at this point if you click on any basic profile of the guy, I don't think I'm going to be winning any Pulitzers for this, I'm just merely the messenger of fun facts, I guess. But yes, he played the lead role as this dorky but kind of valiant high school history teacher turned president of Ukraine after a rant that he makes against political corruption goes viral, if people still use that term anymore. It goes viral in the good way. His homeroom class of students secretly crowdfund the like $60,000 that it takes to register his campaign with the election committee. And yeah, it's very successful and he goes on to get about 60% of the vote. But in real life, the real Zelensky did even better, taking first place in the first round of elections, and in the second round, whooping the incumbent president Poroshenko's ass by winning about 73% of the vote. So, I don't know, good for him. Maybe. I don't think I know enough about his policy to really make that judgment either way, so again, we're gonna file all of this under fun facts and move on. Another notable thing to me is that the Ukrainian parliament's current majority party is Zelensky's own party, which was named after the show. It is actually called Servant of the People, or in Ukrainian, Sluga Naroda, and as you can see, it just did the most with numbers during the last parliamentary election in 2019. As for the show itself, I would say it is not bad, it's decent, perhaps even good. I really love dry political dramas and satires, but I think I have a hard time giving it a strong grading either way because there seem to be 2 things that are kind of detracting from the experience for me personally. The first is that the English subtitles are certainly understandable, but they're kind of stiff in a way that I don't know how to explain, and there's a few times where the subtitles just cut out completely, so I guess that's on me for not knowing Ukrainian. I'm not faulting the show for it, but, you know, I'm missing out on jokes and humor just by virtue of not being able to fully understand it. The second is that I don't have even, like, surface level knowledge of Ukrainian electoral politics and modern electoral history, so I think I'm missing out on some of the humor, kind of in an I don't know what I don't know kind of way. But some things translate just fine and made me even giggle a couple of times, so there's that, I guess.
Кстати, люстра была раньше серебряная, да. Сейчас золотая. Дефолт 2008 года, помните?
Конечно.
Вот он.
Президент думает о медицине.
А как я должен думать о медицине?
Ну, а как можно думать о том, чего у нас нет?
Yeah, fun. The show is all available on YouTube in its entirety with English subtitles if you want to go see it and judge for yourself, dear viewer. If you've made it this far and have enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a big ol' thumbs down, because I guess it doesn't fucking matter anyways, because YouTube has removed the public dislike button, so I have no idea if I've been saying his name right or wrong this entire time. So, thanks for nothing, YouTube. Fun fact number, are we at 4 at this point? 4. My mom, and this is true, my mom is actually from Donbass, like the area of Ukraine being invaded by Russia right now. She's like from there, born and raised and stuff, but just lives in America now. And I personally don't know Ukrainian or Russian. Kind of a sore spot for me personally, but anyway, I had messaged my mom to ask if she could send an audio clip of how to properly say his name, and she said, I don't know how to do that, how to send an audio clip. So, yeah, I tried, I really did, and I'm sorry if my pronunciation is dog shit. I don't know why I find all of this so interesting, and dare I say funny? But funny is not an okay word to use in this situation. It's interesting. I guess I have seen what it is like to have an entertainment figure become president of your country. Being American. In my lifetime, there's Trump, but we also have, Reagan back in the 80s. But I guess the thing is, like, Trump was this caricaturish reality star, and Reagan was from this entirely different era of black and white 40s films ripe with all this hammy overacting. But Zelensky is interesting because he has this rise from being this quirky main actor in the Ukrainian equivalent of Veep that just has this Parks and Rec-like tone to it, to becoming this guy that is just number one on Russia's military hit list, and he's just currently orchestrating Ukraine's military response through live streams from his nuclear bunker somewhere under Kiev. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm sorry that I keep using this word, but it just is. I'm sorry if this is, like, kind of problematic. I'm just kind of reporting the facts as I find them through Wikipedia and YouTube. Yeah. I guess final point, and I don't know enough about his politics to give him credit with this, but he did do a degree in law, apparently. So I will just impart that knowledge on you, dear viewer, and you can run with it and do as you please with that information. Lastly, and admittedly my favorite part of this video, is that I want to report that there is a small fandom for this show that exists across Tumblr and AO3 and Fandom Wiki and such. You can find your classic artsy Tumblr gift sets, ships between fictional President Zelensky and the fictional Prime Minister, fanfic, fan art, just everything you've come to expect from fandom circles. I think it would be cool if in 30 years when students are doing the AP Euro exam or the AP World exams and they get to the document-based essays part, that they are presented with these things, the fan art, the fanfic, transcripts from the United Nations Security Council meetings, memes from the US Embassy in Kiev's Twitter page, and they're asked to analyze how this conflict and invasion going on right now were foreshadowed in the months leading up to the event. I don't know, it sounds like I'm joking, but there's actually a non-zero chance that all of this could happen, and it's just fascinating to me. I don't know. It's interesting. It's neat. It just is. I'm sorry. And side note, I can say that there are 2 fics that exist in the Donbass tag on AO3. One of them is a 90,000 word long fic centering on the previously mentioned pairing between the fake president and the fake prime minister in the show. And the other is not related to the show, but it does portray anthropomorphized versions of the Luhansk People's Republic and the Donetsk People's Republic, like the 2 breakaway regions in Ukraine that are currently being firebombed by Russia right now. I get the sense that it was written as a joke, but I can't, actually tell, which I think actually adds this fun layer of spice to it. But yeah, it exists. It's not a very long read. It's out there for you to go read, dear viewer. So you can do that and come back here and tell me what you think. Anyway, that's all for today. If you want, you can comment down below on what you would personally do to de-escalate the Ukrainian-Russian geopolitical crisis going on right now. Or, alternatively, you can tell me what you would do to make the situation even worse. Thanks for watching. See ya.